Trial, we are back on.
Well,
Why don't you and Sarah sort of...
welcome back to Koreabridge. We had a minor challenge that we've since overcome. I'd like to introduce you to my co-manager here at Koreabridge, Sarah McAdam. Forgot your name.
I'm Sarah McAdam. I remember my name. I am the co-manager, I suppose, or one of many managers of Koreabridge.com. I will be doing a lot of Speaker's Corner stuff here today. People are welcome to come to our room and comment on the conference, comment on teaching. I'll be running around sticking cameras in people's faces, interviewing them on the fly. Dave calls Bonnie and I shock and awe. I'm also the incoming manager of Pusan Web, which is daunting and exciting and all that fun stuff. So that's who I am. And that's what I'll be doing. And I got really cool new name tags.
Who's next to you?
Rob is next to me.
My name's Robert Dickey. I am the past president of KOTESOL, and I am a webcast coordinator. And I'd like to say that part of this event was my brainchild, but it has since grown far, far, far beyond any little ideas that I might have had. I'll be assisting in recording some of the activities for the day, and I'm sort of a liaison between KOTESOL and Koreabridge. And it's nice to be working with such wonderful people.
Oh, thank you.
And now, to my right, who is currently off camera, I believe,
Yeah, sorry about that.
is...
So sorry. Rob, I totally missed you.
It is live. And I'm Robert, and you didn't see me before. But you heard me.
and to my right is Bonnie Stewart, who is... she has many jobs around here. She is our official flunky, I believe, is her current name.
Coffee fetcher. I'm Bonnie Stewart. I'm from Daejeon. I am part of the Daejeon Web team, and for Koreabridge, I am currently acting as assistant everything that I'm capable of doing. Today, mostly what I will be doing is running around as shock or awe of shock and awe, and being a guerrilla camera person and an interviewer of folk. So I look forward to talking to people today, finding out why they're at the conference and what they're enjoying most about being here. And the godfather of the whole production, Mr. Jeff Lebo, is to my right.
I am Jeff Lebo. I am the founder of Pusan Web and part of the team that's putting together Koreabridge. I'm the guy that Rob called a few months ago and said, "Hey, Jeff, what do you think of trying to webcast the KOTESOL conference?" And we had done some limited webcasting in the past, but nothing before on this scale. And as such, I'm sure we're going to have lots of challenges ahead, but hopefully lots of fun and some interesting times. During the conference, aside from spending a lot of time looking for cables and figuring out what needs to go where and what the solution is to our current challenge, I will be doing some interviewing. At 3 o'clock, we're having an EFL law session, questions about legal issues in Korea, especially related to teaching. And tomorrow we have a bunch of interviews lined up with David Noonan, Donald Freeman, Mark Helgeson, and at 5 p.m. our finale with Dave Sperling of ESL Cafe. The most challenging hour of our webcast is actually going to be this one because there's kind of chaos going on outside. The presentations have just started, so we don't have any recorded material. Folks don't really know about the webcasting room yet. We hope they will discover it and come and participate in interviews and Speaker's Corner and other stuffs. So we're sort of just going to ramble for a while. If anyone has some thoughts about
I have a question,
anything.
Jeff.
Oh, great.
I understand this is the first time that a conference like this has been webcast with the ESL organization?
Yeah, it's certainly the first time we've done anything live. The closest we came was in 1999 when KOTESOL hosted PAC 2, which is a Pan-Asian conference. Okay. KOTESOL belongs to an organization of Asian TESOL organizations, including JALT and the Taiwan and Thai organization, and they every 4 or 5 years they rotate and have their national conference becomes a Pan-Asian conference. And in 1999 it was held in Seoul, and we provided virtually live webcasting of that. So we'd record materials and get them up, best case scenario, in about 2 hours. A lot of it was overnight. But at that time, that was pretty cutting edge. And surprisingly, what we're doing here is still kind of cutting edge. In 1999, I really thought it was going to kick in a high gear and we'd be seeing live conferences all over. But, I mean, not only in the ESL world, but kind of in the conference world in general, people still haven't really made use of the technology that much.
Sports has. That's about it.
Well, yes, I've heard there's a great sports talk show in Busan on Thursday nights at 8:30.
Yeah, cavemanscorner.com. Visit it. But like all of the NHL, the NBA, the NFL, they've managed to.
And I mean, some of the big organizations with money have done it on a huge scale, and the Olympics and major events like that. Although not so much video or audio, but. This is using free technology, which personally is my favorite kind of technology. And God bless Winamp. Really, until they released this particular Shoutcast server technology, you had to pay thousands of dollars to do that. Speaking of which, at 10-ish, we're going to have a session discussing webcasting technology itself, along with Bonnie and Dave talking about their use of discussion forums in their classrooms.
So if you want to know how to webcast or use the internet, or use the internet
in your classroom.
In your classroom, this is the place to tune into.
Or in your teaching, for that matter.
Or in your teaching.
I do want to take this chance, just in case Mom is managing to tune in, to say, hi, Mom. Thanks for figuring out how to tune in. She said she was going to try to tune in, and if you're not out there, well, we'll catch you on the recorded side. I have a question for Shock and Awe. You've been out there. You've seen what's going on. What are people talking about? What are they doing? What are they thinking?
I think they're quite shocked, Jeff.
Yeah.
There's a bit of confusion out there. People still aren't too sure where they're supposed to go and what they're supposed to do, and
there's all that fun beginning of conference, kind of looking around and finding the right papers and looking at the schedule.
In my brief pass through, I definitely sensed some stress amongst the organizers. Stress and weariness.
Weariness, perhaps.
The name tag people were very friendly.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They seemed like quite together.
The lower echelon of volunteers are having a great time, except for the ones being yelled at.
Except the ones you yelled at?
Except for the ones being yelled
at. We didn't yell at anyone, we promise.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to, since we still have more time to ramble, I'm going to pass this microphone off to the king of rambling, Dave Cormier, and I'll step back behind the camera.
Excellent. Come on down, Dave.
That's so sweet. He's a lovely, lovely man.
So, Dave, tell us, how did you get involved with the Busan Web, Koreabridge, Daejeon Web organization?
Well, the godfather of Koreabridge over there was actually, he hijacked me one day.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure you're on camera.
Minding my own business. I'm sure I am. And while I was minding my own business, I called up for a little bit of information about how to set up a very basic educational website from Jeff. And then the next day I called him and asked him another question. And the next day I called him and asked him another question. And the next thing I knew, I had started Daejeon Web. And 2 weeks ago, as I was helping Jeff prepare for this conference, he explained to me that I was going to be managing Koreabridge.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's funny how it ends up being a little bit more, say, difficult than it is...
Challenging.
I'm sorry, challenging is our keyword for the day.
Challenging.
I see we've received our first visitors of the day to the webcast room, and any of you out there...
We have two gentlemen.
Who may be coming to visit are welcome to stop by the webcast room anytime.
If you'd like to say hello to your mother.
Exactly. Perhaps we can convince that gentleman over there to come over here and introduce himself on camera. What do you think?
Hi.
Come over and have a seat.
Have
Here, you can even have my seat.
I have to. I can't go stay for a long time, but...
That's all right. I see from your name tag that your name is Craig. I'm Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
And
nice to meet you.
Welcome to the KOTESOL conference.
Thank you very much.
VIP coordinator and Concom advisor we have here with us in Webcast Central.
Oh, that's just a fancy way of saying someone who mucky mucks with VIPs and who just sort of flits around and does little things here and there.
Conference flitter.
Conference
Good.
flitter, yes,
Good.
yes. So I mean, that's you need flitters, especially when you get the number of people that we've got here this year.
My official title is a flunky, so you're the flitter and I'm the flunky. We should be able to work together quite well.
That works out nicely. Yes.
How many people do you have at the conference this year?
We've had 524 people pre-registered.
That's the
just
largest
pre-registered.
pre-registration ever, I think.
Quite possibly. This is certainly going to break attendance records in terms of participants. The biggest one we've had before, I think, was in Gyeongju in 1997, which is about 800 people.
That's great.
So this is
Plus, we'll have moms everywhere tuning in.
absolutely moms,
And
students,
hopefully learners and students and teachers and all sorts of people.
and puppies and cats and
They need entertainment
sure
during the
they need
day.
entertainment as well. Yes.
Cool.
So I do apologize. I must flit.
Flit away.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.